Here is some writing inspiration for you, the aspiring writer. I've got a list of 10 things for you, and the last one is the most vital, so stay until the end. My name is Lisa Shimkus, and I am a mom of two who went from teaching to lifing. I enjoy writing, reading, crafting, and learning. My channel is here to help you learn and grow through the use of books and writing, and to help you make your writing dreams come true. Admit it, writing is hard. It's not as easy as picking up a pen and paper, nor turning on your computer or laptop. Whoever said writing is easy has probably never written a novel before, let alone consider it. Authors admit writing is hard, and finding inspiration to write is just as hard. However, don't let this stop you from becoming a published writer, an author. Let's look at 10 pieces of inspiration to help you keep writing, be it a blog post, a movie script, or a novel. 1. Just write. Write anything, really. Journal, do a writing prompt, write a letter to a friend or book character, create a script, jot down a conversation that you hear between strangers. The list is endless, really. The whole point of this exercise is to keep your creativity flowing. Unlike riding a bike, if you stop writing, you'll lose the ability to create great writing. So don't stop and just keep writing. 2. Change up your scenery. Sometimes the inspiration that we need is in the environment itself. Therefore, change up your surroundings. If you've been writing at your desk, go write outside. If you've been writing at the kitchen table, go to the cafe. If you've been writing in bed, go for a drive and write in the car. You'll be surprised by the inspiration you gain just by changing up your scenery. I personally write throughout the day whenever I can. And the best places and times that have worked for me have been in the morning on the weekend and in my car while I'm waiting for work to start. Which makes sense because I'm a morning person. Find what works for you when you change up your scenery. Oh, see, mommy's not done. Russell, look up there. Russell, look up there. See? Mommy's not done, okay? You wait, mommy do this one first, and then I'll come get you. Okay, go. Bye-bye. 3. Listen to podcasts. When I hear the word podcast, I immediately think of the radio, which broadcasts information. However, this means that information on the radio is pretty broad, whereas a podcast sticks to one particular topic. So, as you listen to podcasts, I highly suggest areas of interest that you want to write about. Say you want to write about love and marriage. Listen to a podcast about such topics. Say a character in your book is struggling with depression. Listen to podcasts that talk about mental health. If you're writing about history, listen to podcasts about your favorite time period. The list is endless, but your purpose and use of podcasts is very definite, so use it wisely. 4. Be your own therapist. By be your own therapist, I mean talk to yourself. Have conversations with yourself about life and anything that comes to mind. You may come up with a good phrase or a dialogue conversation you're having with yourself that may be handy in the current writing that you're doing. Talking to yourself is also very therapeutic. Use this time to reflect on how to get better in life overall. You'll find that the healthier your state of mental health, the more positively you are going to view writing. 5. Listen to audiobooks. Life is busy. You may not have all the time in the world to read the latest, greatest books on your reading bucket list. Therefore, listen to it on audio form. Subscribe to whatever platforms offer audiobooks, order them online, or listen to them through your local library for free. I highly suggest listening to audiobooks in the genre that you are currently writing about. This way, you're gaining ideas and inspiration from those authors. I have to add that there are authors who admit to listening to audiobooks and reading outside of their preferred genres to give themselves inspiration. It's really up to you. And when do you find time to listen? Try the drive to work, while you're doing the chores, in the shower. The list is endless as well. You just need to figure out what works for you. 6. Daydream. Picture yourself as the writer of your dreams. What do you see yourself doing aside from staring at a computer all day? Do you see yourself collaborating with other writers, attending conferences, mentoring other aspiring writers, teaching? Where will your office be? And so forth. Daydream about the writing career that you want and let that be the motivation for why you need to finish that manuscript. There are 2 other important factors when it comes to daydreaming. You could spend this time dreaming up the rest of your story before you sit in front of your computer and write it up. And you can use this time as a brain break and not even think about your writing. 7. Create something else. If you don't feel like writing or the characters in your head stop talking to you, that's okay. Do something else instead. Get creative some other way. Do some painting, crafting, baking, gardening, etc. You can even go onto Pinterest to see what others are doing and use that as inspiration. And like number 6 on this list, there are 2 purposes for this. Story time in your head or just a brain break. 8. Connect with others. If you're completely blocked in your writing or the characters in your head don't want to talk to you, then go talk to someone else. Go see a friend or family member. Connect with another writer, a mentor, or coach. Talk about your writing and get some advice. Sometimes it's nice to get help from others when we're stuck. Brainstorm ideas together or just talk about life in general. Who knows, your life experiences may just end up on the next few pages of your writing, in a good way. 9. Listen to music. Music is known to reduce stress and anxiety. Chances of being on high alert due to your writing is pretty high because your brain is working. Give your brain a break by listening to some music. Another great thing about music is that it improves your memory. Several authors admit to listening to the same type of music or song as they're writing because it puts them right back in that same place they were when they were last creating something spectacular. The music brought back the same mood and sensation, helping them to recreate the same space so that they can be creative and continue to write. 10. Take a break. I had to put this in here in case some of you didn't catch it. Most of the items on this list encourage you to take a brain break. Don't think about your writing for the next 10 to 15 to 30 minutes, or even the next 1 to 2 hours, or even a day or 2. Why? Because you may just come up with something when you least expect it, or you're not even thinking about it. It's just like how the missing TV remote shows up when I'm not looking for it. I don't know how my kids keep losing it. A piece of inspiration may just click in your head as you're cooking, taking a bath, I need I say, sitting on the toilet. Try it. Take a brain break from your writing. In conclusion, finding inspiration when you want to start and finish a project can be difficult. However, don't let it stop you from creating that book of yours. Instead, use any of the tips that I have listed to start or keep writing. The best way to persevere is to keep motivated. Either listen to a podcast, create a different piece of art, talk to a friend or family, or just take a break. Whatever you do, don't stop dreaming about the writer you want to become. And let that be your biggest motivator and inspiration of all. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you would like other writing tips and tricks, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and I will see you in the next video. Good luck and have fun writing. Bye. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to A Writer's Corner. Today's writing tip is teach your character a lesson. Now, there are 7 things that you need to do in order for your character to become the person that they are meant to be. Steps 6 and 7 are the most vital, so make sure you watch until the end. My name is Lisa Shimkus, and I am a mom of 2 who went from teaching to lifing. I enjoy writing, reading, crafting, and learning. My channel is here to help you learn and grow through the use of books and writing, and to help you make your writing dreams come true. Every great story in history has always been about the changes that the hero must undergo in order to become a better person. For example, Lizzie Bennet in Pride and Prejudice must learn to let go of her prejudice towards Mr. Darcy by getting to know him. Harry Potter in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone must learn to stand up for himself by facing his enemies. Now, why is this important? This is important because a flawless character is a boring character. We want a completely flawed character to fall and fail at every new thing that they try in order to get back up and learn from their failures. It's only through the failures that the character can rise victorious as a new, better character. Now, I named 2 book characters earlier. Now let's look at movie examples. Luke Skywalker in Star Wars A New Hope starts off as a kid on Tatooine who can only dream about exploring the galaxy. He's clueless and unable to help his mates when adventure comes along. However, by the end of the movie, he is determined and brave, and he uses his skills and talents to save the day. Sarah Connor in The Terminator starts off as a weak young lady. She literally has a protector around her, sent from the future. By the end of the movie, she is strong-willed, determined to live, and fights for her life. And this starts her journey to become the heroic mother that John Connor remembers her as. Phil in Juxie starts off as a quiet nobody. His only friend is his phone. And at work, as much as he wants a job promotion, he does the same boring thing every day. By the end of the movie, he has a circle of friends, a girlfriend, and that dream job. So how do you teach the character their lesson? In order to write such great movies or novels, you must teach your character a lesson. Here are 7 things you need to do for your character to become the person that they are meant to be. 1. Think about the overall lesson your character must learn from page 1 to the end. Here are some questions to consider. Do you want them to learn that they need romantic love or friendships? To learn that they need to be less stubborn or prideful? To accept that their family or friends are not good for them and that they need to start working on bettering themselves without these people? If you're unsure about what lesson you want your character to learn, use yourself as an example. What life lessons have you learned so far? Take one of those and place it on your character. 2. Remove your character from their comfort zone. If you look at the 3-act structure, you will see that Act 1 is the status quo world or the comfort zone for any character. In Act 2, they enter a different world, and this could be literal or metaphorical. They may go to a new school, move to a new town, their best friend may move away, or they may lose a partner or a parent. And this shift in the character's comfort zone is what forces them to start making changes. And the changes are what makes them the newer, better version of themselves. Here's a personal example. Back in 2013, I moved to Daegu, South Korea. I'm born and bred in the US, by the way. When I moved abroad, I had no friends and no family with me. Therefore, I had to learn to make new friends. I was very fortunate that the program that I went through allowed me to get to know other foreigners. I also had Facebook groups, and my British coworker introduced me to expats that he knew. I also had few pieces of comfort in my new apartment. Sure, I had a bed, a washer and dryer, few kitchen appliances, cold running water, and a roll of toilet paper. But I had no cell phone, no internet, no couch, not even food in the fridge or pantry. Once I was able to obtain all of this, which took about a month, it was only then that I was able to become more comfortable in my living situation. And by month 4, I was completely comfortable. Enough about me. Number 3, consider your character's weaknesses and their strengths. Now, why is this important? That's because the character's weaknesses get them into trouble and actually aids them in learning a new lesson in becoming the person that they're meant to be. And their strengths save them in the end. Consider what the weaknesses for your hero may be. Are they a people pleaser? Are they stubborn, selfish, too positive, or too negative? And then consider their strengths. Are they independent, decisive? Do they never give up on themselves? Do they stand up for others? 4. Think about the secondary characters. Secondary characters help the hero learn their lesson. These people are crucial in the storyline and must be included. They could be a love interest, a neighbor, a friend, a coworker, even the villain. The secondary characters may vary, but they each help the hero learn their lesson in their own way. For instance, the main character may allow themselves to fall in love with the love interest, which may be their lesson. A neighbor, a coworker, or a friend may nudge them gently toward the direction they need to go, and the villain may defeat their ego, teaching the hero to look for a new tactic. 5. Think about opportunities that will help your character learn their lesson. Once you have done so, thrust the character into those opportunities/obstacles. This is the only way your hero will learn their lesson. And yes, you are literally telling them, my child, you must fall and fail in life. But don't worry, they won't stay down forever. You won't let them. Here are things to consider. Is your character afraid of heights? If so, have them jump down a couple steps, get on an elevator, or go on a kiddie roller coaster ride. Has the hero had their trust broken from previous relationships? If so, have them connect with others, such as new friends, new neighbors, or coworkers, to start building bonds and start feeling safe to trust again. Before I continue, I just want to let you know that this video is actually related to this other video. If you have yet to see it, head on over and watch that after this one. Now let's continue. 6. Play with the ending of your story. This is important because you need to show that your character has learned their lesson by the end of the story. So write your ending, multiple endings, to show that the character has made the necessary changes to become the person that they are meant to be. They have learned their lesson. For example, if they started off as extremely stubborn, show them considering others' opinions. If they have been a people pleaser, show them being assertive with their no's and taking time to themselves. If they have been careless about others and very selfish, show them considering the needs of others first. And 7, write your beginning. Now that you know how your character should be by the end, write or rewrite their beginning. Their beginning should be the opposite of their ending. Play around with the beginning as well. Write multiple beginnings and play around with the character's status quo world. In conclusion, once you have a story idea in mind, think about the lesson that your character must learn throughout the novel. This is vital in creating a compelling character who is to become a better version of themselves, to become the person that they are meant to be. Follow the 7 steps and you are on your way to creating a story that will be read, reread, and even adapted into film for many years to come. Good luck and have fun writing. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you need more writing tips and tricks, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hello, my lovelies. Today we are going to discuss how to structure a novel. If you are curious about how to write your novel this year, then stay tuned. My name is Lisa Shimkus, and I am a mom of 2 who went from teaching to lifing. I enjoy writing, reading, crafting, and learning. My channel is here to help you learn and grow through the use of books and writing, and to help you make your writing dreams come true. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to A Writer's Corner. As you can see, new year, new space. Or at least I'm attempting a new space. The lighting is terrible for me in every part of my house, so please bear with me. On to today's topic, how to structure a novel. To begin with, every novel is structured the same way. If you compare, let's say, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald to The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown, you'll see that they follow the same pattern. As a matter of fact, a picture book follows the same structure. And this pattern is actually what readers look forward to. The structure keeps a reader engaged, keeps them guessing, surprises them, and gives them a resolution. So, what is this structure? 1. Have a strong hook and opening scene. Always start with a strong opening and hook. This is how to gain attention on your novel, and hopefully your readers will stay engaged through to the end. Honestly, it's the same thing that scriptwriters and content creators do with their scripting. What does this look like? The hero may ask where dad is going with his axe. We learn about the latest gossip in town. All children but one grow up. In these instances, your reader is wondering, what's happening? And they want to know more, so they keep reading. 2. Insert an inciting incident. An inciting incident or catalyst is an event that changes the direction of the story. It takes the main character out of their comfort zone, which is the beginning of your story, into a new world, either metaphorically or literally. The inciting incident is the beginning of a challenge for your character. They are challenged to change. And change is the hero's overall journey or lesson. And I made a video all about that here. Examples are, the hero moves to a new town. They meet the love interest. Loud, obnoxious rats come into a quiet town. The hero gets an acceptance letter to a magical school. 3. Include a series of events. The series of events that follow the inciting incident may be good ones or bad ones. The hero may be on an upward journey enjoying their new life, or they may be failing at every new thing they try and wishing to go back to their previous life. No matter what the events are, nor how the hero is doing, these events are lessons for the hero, and they all lead to the climax. For instance, the hero must take on roles and responsibilities of a young woman in 13th century England, even though she's only 14 years old and would rather not be doing mundane work nor discussing marriage proposals. The hero meets trolls, goblins, elves, and what have you for the first time after leaving his quiet little house. The hero falls down a rabbit hole and meets silly characters who have a backward way of doing things. 4. Give your hero a climax. Now, this may sound sexual, but I'm not referring to a romance novel. The climax is the point of no return for the hero. This is where all the tension from previous events reaches its highest point, literally on a plot diagram. The hero must face their flaw, and the conflict of the story gets resolved. It's only at this point that the hero learns their overall lesson. Examples may include, the hero defeats the villain. The hero and the heroine finally confess their love for one another and kiss. The main hero defeats the dragon and saves the princess. And 5, close with the end. This is not a literal the end, which you see as the finale of a children's book. Okay, sit down and read. Please? Please?
This one here.
This is the resolution. It's what happens to the hero after they finally accept the change that they needed to go through. The reader needs to know how the hero is doing and how they have been affected by all the events that have taken place in the novel. Everything comes to a close, all questions have been answered, and our hero has either changed for the better or worse. For example, the hero is actually unwell and struggling to reacclimate with their life back home, and they decide to end their journey. The main character passes all the candy trials and wins a chocolate factory. The antagonist is killed, and the heroes are crowned kings and queens of the land. In conclusion, every story is structured the same way. And it's this structure that keeps the reader engaged from the beginning to the end. This includes having a strong opening and a hook, including a series of events for the hero to experience, and resolving the story with an ending. As you come up with your story idea and novel, take into account these crucial points and have fun writing. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like more writing tips and tricks, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I'm making this video because, let's admit it, we want to get paid doing absolutely nothing. We want to hit that snooze button, eventually throw away the alarm clock, and then stay in bed all day. And then the paycheck gets deposited into our bank accounts. In other words, keep watching to learn how to fail at becoming a writer. My name is Lisa Shimkus, and I am a mom of two who went from teaching to lifing. I enjoy writing, reading, crafting, and learning. My channel is here to help you learn and grow through the use of books and writing, and to help you make your writing dreams come true. Hello, my lovelies. Today we are going to look at writing advice and words of inspiration from my favorite authors and scrap them. Screw all those writing tips and tricks. We just want to sit back, dream up millions of story ideas, and get paid doing absolutely nothing. We are going to learn how to ruin our dreams of ever becoming an author and how not to be a writer. Join me as we fail. Let's look at 10 ways that will never guarantee we will ever be a writer. 1. Sleep in. Sleep, the most precious commodity in the world aside from water. We need it to regulate us and keep us alert during the day and asleep at night. Sleep improves our memory, helps us maintain or lose weight, lowers stress, etc. Did you know you can actually die from a lack of sleep? I'll leave that for you to research. Anywho, we don't care about any of that. We just want to sleep in. Some of us stayed up with a sick kid, we had work to do, or we stayed up watching an episode of Bridgerton followed by another, and possibly another. So we are going to hit that snooze button a couple times and just eventually sleep through the alarm. The day can wait for us. 2. Procrastinate. Why do something today when we can accomplish it tomorrow? I mean, there are 365 days in a year. That manuscript can wait until tomorrow or a later date. Remember how in school teachers gave us a deadline? Well, we can give ourselves a deadline, and that deadline is set into the future. Our manuscript does not need to be worked on today. We're going to hang out with our friends, maybe call up our parents and siblings for a chat, maybe go shopping, maybe clean up the house, anything but write because we're busy. 3. Celebrate early. You just came up with a great story idea. Good job! You know who the characters are going to be, what the inciting incident will be, what the climatic event will be, and how the ending is going to come about. And then you tell your friends about this great story idea and they're so proud of you and they root you on to write that story because it's a fantastic storyline. You are now filled with dopamine and other happy hormones. It's as if you've already written the book and are celebrating. And now you notice your energy and your interest depleting. Next idea. 4. Make excuses. I don't know about you, but I'm a working mom. I still have to work 40 hours a week and I have 2 toddlers to take care of. My husband, well, he's a 3rd child. Or is he my 1st? I'm always on call, I'm never off duty. And you may be the same, and we use these as excuses and whatnots to not write that manuscript or that blog post or that paper. Our biggest excuse, like my 3-year-old says, is, I'm tired. 5. Plan for tomorrow. Instead of planning for today, why not plan for tomorrow? Make a to-do list of all the things you need or want to get done tomorrow. Don't do it today because remember, we're procrastinating. We're busy. Those dishes that have been piling in the sink, they can wait. That pile of dry laundry, we're okay with wearing wrinkly clothes. And our novel can wait. We don't need to write today. We already wrote yesterday. That should suffice. 6. Delegate. Okay, maybe we wrote a chapter today, but we're feeling meh at the moment. So why not give the rest of it to someone else? You know, at work, we are encouraged to work together. So let's use our writing team. The cat can write the next chapter. Let's give the baby the following chapter. Let's have the husband, who only knows how to play video games, eat, poop, and cry, write the next chapter. And let's see, it would be nice to get one more chapter in for the day. Let's give that to the houseplant. We are golden. 7, don't finish what you start. You guys, I have tons of story ideas. I mean, I started Project Joe about 2 to 3 years ago. I'm currently reworking on Project Emily. I have boxes and notebooks full of story ideas from my many years of life, and how great is that? And you may be the same. You started one story idea, thought up of another one, and then another one hit your mind and you started working on that one instead, and you were greeted by another story idea, and the stories and the characters just won't stop talking. In other words, you haven't fully finished your manuscript. But that's okay, because we're used to not finishing something that we started. 8, prioritize everything but writing. Now remember, we still have those dirty dishes and the laundry's not fully done, and we had to bring some work home. Forgot about the groceries. Now the kids are hungry. I also have to catch up on Doctor Who. Let's go do all that first. 9, never publish. Okay, now that the cat, baby, husband, houseplant have all finished their roles and finished their writings, let's put it all together and put it away. Let's put it away in boxes, USB, computer, wherever storage may be. 10, just don't write. Believe me when I say writing is hard. For some of us, aka my husband, coming up with a sentence is tough. So why bother putting in the energy to write a full novel? Why not wait for this book to write itself? I mean, we've bought tons of notebooks, pens, e-journals, we've brainstormed story ideas. Now the story can write itself. Writing desk, here you go. Hello again, my lovelies. If you haven't caught on, this video is just a tease. April Fools! Please do not follow the advice in this video. Instead, keep writing, because you are a writer. Keep writing, keep dreaming, keep watching my videos for more writing tips and tricks, and just keep learning. As a matter of fact, I highly encourage you to go and watch this next video. And if you have another way for us to fail as writers, leave them in the comment box below, and I'll see you in another video. Until then, take care and have fun writing. Bye!